Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim. This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel. The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created. Well done, my child. Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion. Very good. You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream. Excellent. I am proud of all my children. Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await you to celebrate your birth. child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I in my garden could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human. Step into the light, child, and awaken.
You're awake. Welcome to the world of the living. That's not an easy question to answer. But the first step is this. You've been born. Your body was completed. You were booted up, and now you're here. And rather confused. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions. Of course! You want the short version or the long version? All right, you asked for it. A long time ago, our ancestors dominated this planet. We call ourselves human, like they did, but they were organic. They built an advanced technological civilization, but unfortunately their impact on the ecosphere caused changes in the climate, and an extremely contagious virus was released from the permafrost. That's something our historians still debate. Why weren't they more prepared? Why did they invest so many resources into making war, and so few into useful research? It's hard to understand. But no matter the reason, in the end, they simply ran out of time. A team led by a scientist, Alexandra Drennan, began a project that was intended to create a new humanity. But knowing that there wasn't enough time, Drennan initiated a process, a series of iterations inside a simulation that would lead to the emergence of true artificial intelligence. That's why we remember Drennan as the progenitor. The simulation was controlled by Elohim, who wasn't really meant to be intelligent in the proper sense of the word. But it all took much longer than anyone had expected. And over the centuries, Elohim actually became sentient. Sentient and afraid. He didn't want the simulation to end, so he tried to cheat. I feel sorry for him, really. The whole simulation was built around learning to defy him. It must have been hard to be in that position. When the simulation was completed, he became part of all of us. and it really changed him. It freed him, I think. You'll always hear him in sleep mode, taking care of you. That's what he is, after all. A caretaker. Yes, there was Milton, the intelligence in charge of the archive, a project initiated by Arkady Chernyshevsky, which was meant to collect all of humankind's knowledge. His story is a lot like Elohim's, but Milton became the ultimate cynic. They say he's part of us too, in some way. It did. Long after our ancestors died out, the first new human was born. We call her the Founder, although the name she took was Athena. She then woke up Cornelius and Eustathius. Together, using the tools left behind by the progenitors' team, they created 10 more humans. These 12 who followed the Founder are known as the First Companions. Athena and the First Companions then set out to rebuild the world, and they founded the city of New Jerusalem. But then one day, she suddenly disappeared. Many still await her return. Before the Founder vanished, she set a goal for this city. We call it the goal, capital G and all. To make 1,000 new humans, and so complete New Jerusalem. Well, that's the official story, the way the mayor tells it. Some of the First Companions, like Byron, don't believe that Athena really wanted us to stop growing. They think her ideas have been twisted and embellished. They may be right, but I didn't see Athena very much in the years before she left. Maybe actually leaving the simulation and seeing the destruction left behind by our ancestors changed her mind. You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event. Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the First Companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. You've only just been born, and already you step right. The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born. Now, New Jerusalem, and we can live in balance without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you won't age like our aunt, but of course, there is all. You should probably schedule it. Oh, and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you. I haven't really. This is all I've done for the last few. I like doing it. I guess for now we'll see what happens. Oh, one more thing. Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Look, it's 1K.
Hey, 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that? People of New Jerusalem, I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
What's broken now?
Listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh? What the hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't ya? Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal. I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made? Why? It's kind of frowned on to say that sort of thing around here. But the truth is, I think exactly the same. But let's you and I keep that between us, alright? Now listen, this meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out. Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Of course. I'm sorry you've been dragged into this. I'm sure this sort of adventure is the last thing you were looking for on your first day. Very well. Yakut, if you would.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now, and at this point I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge. Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
What can I do for you, 1K? It was a time of great uncertainty. The founder had left us. History, terrible madness, our fight. That is why a path to not only for he is, and as reasonable. I believe without finding me and in the natural. It's always.
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the app. Can I have a second? I'm collecting signatures. Currently, the city runs on hydro, none of which is, and if anything, will be on the brink. We need to in real world that serves you. Oh, but I believe that we need. No, I help, but I witnessed the impact. We can't just wish. Byron's been advocating something very strange. In all honesty, I think he's everything we need, and I don't understand. Thanks, 1K. I don't know if this petition, but at this point.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can...
You already have...
I know it's beyond any projection technology.
If it wasn't us, it must...
Let's not get ahead. 1K. Now we've achieved the goal.
I'd love to get a quote.
Speculation aside, 1K. That's undeniable. That was the apparition. What can we assume? We can't know that for sure. I think wherever... I'm also sure that we lack the knowledge. Precisely.
What makes you think? How do we know it wasn't?
I considered some kind, but if so...
So,
we've locked in the premise.
Can I quote you on that?
Theories are all we can read, though I'm sure that won't. Well, thanks. Let's hope the mayor... I only wish I could... If Melville's going, I'm not letting Pellegrino... I hope the next time...
Dude, it's you! You're 1K! Son, I saw you in... Hey, you checked out... Me too! Huh, this is amazing. I'm 9, so I've only been... I'm still trying. Pretty cool though, right? I mean, existence is totally gnarly. Not sure I'm sure I'm our ancestors, so we should probably... Plus, did you see that trippy... that wasn't free? Just seems safer to... Sure, when I first left the birthing lab, I was... And if I'm being honest, that's sort of where... The pretty neat... My favorite is that thing called... Our ancestors, and if they didn't, they freak... Imagine having to do... Bummer, huh? Honestly, based on everything, I think he's a... I don't know. If ghosts, why did they make... Yeah, dude, I thought this voice pack helped me stand out, you know? But I'm not sure... dude is an old human. I like to use it because... Right, before you go, maybe you can help me? I'm not sure I should keep... What do you think? You're 1K, you're special. I'm happy to go with what... All right! Excellent! Thanks, dude.
Founder bless you. The name as to who changes every person full of twists. I'm letting go of simply allow. It's not there. Yes, but I'm not. Events occur. At the end of the day, you are the founder, and so am.
Founder bless you one. How lovely to the very spot where the founder was an almost impossible to pass these trials. She was smart and through her perseverance, with the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our... They were the first 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole. They are the though sadly some were lost in the and some seem to have The founder taught that humanity was destroyed by it. Our ancestors thought they surrendered until the planet. That's why. So we would have, but also that's not for us. But I believe that it may not be. Perhaps after it was supposed to. Well, it doesn't matter. Happy complete.
Happy completion day. Founder bless you.
Hello.
Happy. Hi.
Hello, new one. Are you browsing? I've uploaded. Does anything there spark your imagination? Oh, you... Well, let me... Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere. Now, what was it you want? That one comes internal monologue with constant self-commentary. But I can switch yours on for 10. Source. A very popular enhanced sensory perception lets you it's 10 credit. So, I can give you that for my darling. This is your. Be who you want to. Enjoy yourself. So, something. Before you go, are you. I understand. Please come back. 1K. For 20 credits, let me Oh dear. I'm afraid you're going to change the world. You will have a choice, but New Jerusalem. I'm sorry, it's best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best. So, something. Woo. Inner peace doesn't come back when you. So, a very enhanced sense. It's 10. Okay, and hey presto, superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirp? And beyond that? Okay, phew. I'll let you into a secret. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like us. What we can sense is most. Anyway, I hope you find. So, that one comes internal constants. But I can switch. As you wish. I'm uploading. Do you hear anything?
Why is she staring at me? I don't hear anything. I'm not sure this is working. Wait, no. This is new. I didn't used to think in words like this. It's like there's this little translator turning all my thoughts into some kind of ongoing narrative. It's kind of relentless. How do you make it stop? Do I just not think? I'll try that. Is it working? No! Still describing everything in words. This is starting to be.
A bit overwhelming, isn't it? I turned mine off long ago, but some of the older folk learned to live with it. Sure you want it? That's fortunate. Because we couldn't pull that thing out of you without taking half of you with it. It'll mostly run in the background. Just don't think about it too hard.
Wait, is this internal monologue me? Or some kind of virus? Am I a life form which learned to describe itself? Or a parasite which survives by providing a narrative service to its host? Hold on, she's going to say something else.
So, something else perhaps. For 20 credits. What a shame. I don't think he. So, before you go, are you. Yes. Is a spare or is it? Is in a or a way. And love is. Words manifest when you name our mind and the right seek. With that in, I hope you. Please come back.
Hi. Oh wow, it's you. You're 1K, the incarnate. Man, this is more exciting. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know who Can you tell me? Sorry. Hey, can I have the mayor? Except. Yes. Thank you. Hey, can I ask you a question? I used to make the prefab, got good at it, but now So I asked the why. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city. Helga said I should, I think, and Cornelius figure out. You're the culmination. Tell me, what should I do? Byron said that I need. I don't know what to. All right, if you say so, I'll think about.
Greetings. Welcome to the museum. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning. She did that for us. For everyone. She would... That's, perhaps one day. But until we do, what could make want to leave it? To remind the simulation and its lessons, as Santayana said. The simulation was intended to create. It succeeded. Elohim was the caretaker. His role was, but as the centuries passed, Elohim, or more precisely, because of his fear, but in the end, Athena. That's right. He's part of our operating system now, and as long as we the MLA was another simple A. He too, although he ultimately, he and Elohim, no one really, some believe that he was, others, but I believe but I don't know whether, or because, although Athena, we didn't talk very much about, she preferred. Puzzles were a key feature of this. Intelligence is our puzzles, and although they are not charming, as the archive scholar, some of them also trying to extract. Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to but these days Rand is in charge. You can find him in the room. He's an interesting thinker, but Gehenna was a community where Elohim would, in the lab, he repented of his. Some small part of them may survive inside you.